Hey everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Move Podcast. Oh boy, the Minnesota Timberwolves, it seemed like they've reverted back to just a regular team in these playoffs, right? Which is crazy considering how well they played in the first two games, especially in game two. And now that's looking like it was all a mirage, right? The Denver Nuggets were just kind of sleepwalking through the first two games, letting Minnesota play all kinds of defense, not making any adjustments. And Jokic woke up. Jokic has really, these past couple games, especially after tonight, reasserted himself as the best player in the Western Conference and looking like the best player in the NBA thus far, right? Crazy how narratives can change within a series in a matter of days. Ant-Man, look, not his best game. It seemed like the Ant-Man magic went away. Tonight at least, right? And Karl-Anthony Towns was the only one to play. Rudy Gobert was 7 for 7, 18 points. I'm about to get on him in a second. So look, Mike Conley, it didn't, obviously it hurt not to have Mike Conley to help settle the offense, as a proven veteran guard. Unfortunate, say he had a sore Achilles. Yikes. Karl-Anthony Towns, he got his knee got banged up in the first half, and he pushed through. But overall for the Timberwolves, it's just like they look weak. They don't look as confident, and it's looking like the Denver Nuggets are going to go ahead and just finish this team off. Right? It was a good story after the first two games. The possibility of the defending champs getting swept. It was cool content. The theories, the fantasizing of it, not the case. Big problem in this series, Rudy Gobert. Look, I get it for tonight, 7 to 7, 18 points. Very, very misleading. Okay. He was horrible defensively tonight. Rudy Gobert has been the biggest weak point in this series. Once Gobert came back, Jokic said, okay, time to get to work and let's cook this 4-time defensive player of the year. After watching tonight's performance from Gobert defensively and watching Jokic's performance smoke him left and right, I don't see a defensive player of the year at all. Didn't really see it in this series. He's not good. He's a massive liability on offense. Every time, like when they don't know where to place Gobert on the offensive side, right? And when he does touch the ball, he immediately passes it up, right? Unless he has a very easy first grader shot to the basket, right? He'll just pass it up. Either it'll get deflected, turned over. When the ball touches his hands on the offense, it breaks up whatever going on, right? He's been absolutely terrible from a defensive standpoint. I mean, Jokic in the second, one quarter, Jokic had 16 points on him. Crazy. Oh man, just torch him. Jokic goes 15 for 22, absolutely demolishes him, right? Absolutely insane, man. Gobert, I agree with Paul Pierce. I know Paul Pierce took a lot of heat about, French player being soft, or Rudy Gobert being soft in particular. You saw it. When Gobert has to go up against elite big men in the NBA, see, it's easy for him to pile stats because not everybody has a Jokic, a Davis, an Embiid, even the young dude, a Sagoon from Houston. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be easy for him to just pile up stats and, he's the best player. No, not at all. And even so, before this playoffs even started, I never saw defensive player of the year type of talent, honestly. I mean, he's 7'2" or whatever. I mean, he should get blocks, right? But I mean, you've been in the league for, I don't know, he's been in the league for many, many years, and he has never developed a game. He's relied on his defense, and even his defense has taken a massive hit. Or matter of fact, his defense has gotten exposed in the playoffs, right? Gobert, hey, listen, you can win all the Defensive Player of the Year award in the regular season. Come playoff time, the big men know what to do with you, and especially with a guy like Jokic. He was toying with him in the second half, just toying with him. He knew Gobert was not going to stop him. Gobert, he's a horrible one-on-one defender. I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves gave up 3 first-round picks for him. Yikes. I mean, I know he's viable defensively, but I mean, you can with those picks, you can find a gem in the draft and build your team better around Edwards. You don't need a Gobert. Clearly, they showed that in Game 2. So going forward, I don't see this Minnesota Timberwolves team winning the series and win the championship. Rudy Gobert, no, you're gonna have to need more. You're gonna need more from your big, on a better defensive effort from your big. And your big can give you a better offensive output. I know he had 18 points, but him getting 18 is an anomaly, right? Normally he's in that 6 to 9 point range, maybe 11 points, right? Like, nah. Yeah, Ant-Man had a tough game. Ant-Man is learning, right? He's learning. He's a great player. Tonight he was getting double. Jamal Crawford was calling it out all night, saying, "Yo, you gotta beat the double team." Lay off the pick and roll, and try to slip in and create a one-on-one matchup to get your shot. And Ant just wasn't able to do it. He's young, okay. Ant-Man has been great. I'm not gonna put this on him, even though he gets some responsibility for just not hitting shots and passing the ball up too much. But I mean, he's young, right? He's still a superstar. These are growing pains. So he's going to need these type of performances to elevate going forward. So I'm not worried about Ant-Man. We all see his game. We know he's going to be here for the foreseeable future and is going to be a permanent face in the league for many, many years to come. So, yeah. So, series look like it's over, man. Jokic, Nuggets, they look, defending champs are here. They're back. They've risen from the dead. And when they play like this, it goes back to my, just prior to these playoffs starting, it's just kind of like, yo, who can beat this team, right? Who can beat the Denver Nuggets? Can it be Dallas? Can it be OKC? Or as they battling out? And whoever comes out of the East, I'm sorry, I don't trust Boston. I don't trust, obviously, not the Knicks or the Pacers. Like, no, So, anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.